that we do take defensive seriously, and we've been working on it a lot, and looking forward to being able to put our plans in motion when we get to Monroe.
How do you feel they've responded from the first loss of the year?
I think they responded well, because I tried to make sure that we talked about, the things that I felt like hurt us in that game, and then I also think that we talked a lot about the great things, the good things that we did. We're a young team, and we're going to have ups and downs, and that's what I talked to them about. But I think the biggest thing is looking forward to having the opportunity to go into 2 conference games, and it's going to be on the road. It's going to be a challenge, but actually I talked to them about, I think that Illinois State game got us ready for that, to have the opportunity to understand and know we're going to have to guard and have to do the things so possible for us to be able to win.
Can you tell us about Monroe?
Well, I'll tell you what, they get up and down the floor. Really, we're going to have to get back in defensive transition, which we struggled a couple of times in the Illinois State game. But those are things we've been really focusing on, and they have some guards that are really good. Shaw, who can shoot the 3, and they have 2 6'1" post players that are actually good. So I think that's one of the things that, like, during the whole year, we're going to have to focus on and make sure that we can box out and rebound. And my biggest thing is I want us to get better. I want us to get better in this game so we can continue to get better for conference play. So Monroe is going to be a big test, and it's always hard going on the road to be able to try to get a win. I know a lot of people look at their record and say they're 1-4, but they're putting up some good numbers, and they're pushing the ball and shooting the ball pretty good. So we're going to have to guard and defend.
I know you've already played 1 conference game, but obviously it's just with the number of conference games you have, to play these so early in the year, does that impact at all what you try to do, just because the conference games obviously mean a little bit more?
I think you have to look at it like you said, because we have so many games. I think on one hand it could be to an advantage, and then on the other hand it could be to a disadvantage. But at the end of the day, you have to get your team prepared no matter when you play. And I think that's what it shows. It shows when we played FIU so early. You have to be ready no matter what. Every day when you walk out of the locker room, you walk on the floor, you got to be ready for that competition. And it does mean a lot. The stakes are high when you talk about conference, because we have a chance right now that if we could go on the road and take care of business, we could be 3-0 in the conference. So it's really important for us to understand and know that focus. So we talk about that a lot with our players, but we also talk about the opportunity to have a chance to go on the road and get better, because ultimately for us to go into the Sun Belt Conference, when you get to the tournament, you have to go on the road and play. So that's ultimately our job, is to continue to get them ready for us getting better when it comes January, February.
This team had 1 road win last year, and it seemed like as it went, it became a lot more mental as it went. With so many newcomers, do you feel like that helps, kind of not knowing, or a lot of things with this program the past few years, for those newcomers just not knowing maybe those struggles and having a blank slate when they came in here?
I think it does help. I think it helps a lot, and I think what we've tried to do as a staff is try to build off getting that first road win. That's why it was so huge for our program and for the young ladies, because they are so young. But I also think that the players that came here and signed here, they're not oblivious to the things that the past and what has happened. And I think what we have to do is we talk about making a change, and that's where the On the Rise and all those things we talk about come from. So I want to make sure that the players that are the freshmen and the Bianca McGee's that come from junior college, that they understand and know that these are the things that happen, but here's the process and the things we have to do to make the changes. So I think it is a good thing.
I want to get your reaction. I don't know if you've heard, but Middle Tennessee is supposed to lead the Sun Belt here in Conference USA 2014. Just your reaction with the rivalry that these 2 schools have.
Well, I'm happy for them. Everybody, I think every school has to do what's best for their program and their university, and I'm happy for Middle, and I'm excited about us where we're at and get ready to play our 2 road games in the conference.
Is it kind of disappointing to potentially lose that kind of rival?
Like I said, I think it's everybody's university, and I'm very confident in Dr. Ransdale and Todd Stewart, and I know we're going to do whatever is best for the Western Kentucky University, and so I'm excited for the people that we're going to be playing each and every day.
Those are 2 games that are guaranteed on the schedule that people got really buzzing. You all have one, I think, for a lot of people this year, Vanderbilt. A lot of people get really excited about going forward, whether it's with Middle or other people. I guess how important is it for you to have those games on the schedule that people really, whether it's notoriety or rivalries or whatever, that
I think it's important in every program, and that's why you have to look at scheduling when you schedule and the people that you look to bring in, and that will be something, as I talked about in the beginning. We'll hopefully myself and Jeff Walls have talked, and hopefully University of Louisville will be in here next year. Like every year, that's important when we sit down and try to schedule. We're going to schedule. You know, as you say, and as the fans think about those big name schools and BCS schools and stuff, we're going to schedule those because that's what it's all about. Western Kentucky is known for their fans and for the support, and so we're going to make sure that we bring people in here and play in Digital Arena that people want to see too.
Ask you for an update on Kendall, where she's kind of at.
She is actually scheduled to go to the doctors when we get back off the road, so Monday. And so hopefully we'll get good news, and hopefully we'll get her back. Don't know if it'll be for the Vanderbilt game, but definitely just the process of knowing that she's going to get reevaluated. And you know, from me talking with her and talking to the trainer, she's feeling a lot better, and so I'm looking forward to getting her back as soon as I can.